it down this way, track radio in the middle of our street, our house. Hello, everyone. Welcome. I'm trying to get notifications turned about everybody get their notifications from different platforms because I am coming to you live and direct from all three of my platforms today. So if you're watching on the JOC 87 Productions page, welcome and thank you. If you're watching on the House of Thinkers page, which is where I think I'm going to start putting it, it's going to be coming from, so you need to get over there if you're not already subscribed over there. Welcome. And if you are watching via the Facebook page, the Champagne and Conversations Facebook page, welcome and thank you. Now, I was watching, there we go. I was watching Yes, those are the ways if you wish to donate because the YT, they taking like 45% of the little pennies that I'm already making off this. So everybody else get on here and ask, I'm going to get over here to things backwards. I need to get reference. Yep. The girl got boobs for days. But okay. So this morning I was catching up on my YouTube videos because I've been under the weather the past few days. That's why my throat and my voice is still sounding a little yeah. But I was watching Funky Dineva and he was talking about the melee in Montgomery, which those videos still give me my life. And I had heard, you know, what his takeoff on his page. And if you hadn't got over there, if you hadn't seen, you need to get over there to his page and say, I think I might pin it in or add something in the in the uh in the description. But anyway, uh, he said some stuff because wait a minute, because y'all ain't finna get me. But he said something. He was talking about the privilege of it all that these people had, where this and everybody kept saying that in the beginning was saying that gentleman was a security guard. He wasn't a security guard. He was the co-captain of the ship, and 65 years old at that, and was only thing he did was his job. Because come to find out, he had to get off the boat, take a small boat over there to the dock to get them to move their stuff. So, leave a message. So, and we all know what happened there. But Dineva, or Quincy, depending on what day it is, he made this statement. And, I'm listening. At this point, I'm listening and doing, because like I said, for the past couple of days, I've been under the weather, so I really had to catch up on some other stuff, but I'm listening. And he made the statement, you can tell some people, think it's either he said ain't been punched in the mouth hard enough, or no, he says you can. Dang, my voice going. You can tell some people ain't been hit hard enough, and for some reason that touched me in my spirit. I mean, all the way in my spirit. That touched me deep. I was like, you know what? And then I got to thinking that, yeah, out here in this, so you don't see this line and you just gonna come up here, you know what? These folks, you can tell some people ain't been hit hard enough. And as I was saying, I got to thinking and I got to looking at the stuff that's going on in this world and then that people do on social media and especially on these YouTube streets. And I was like, you know what? Yeah, you can tell the ones that ain't been punched in the mouth or hit hard enough because they too reckless. They do the shit. Because people that have been hit hard enough know and understand and comprehend that there are consequences to your actions. And some of these people around here on these YouTube streets, on social media, out in this real world, just, my voice sounds horrible. Just run around reckless. They just, think that whatever, they can do whatever, they can say whatever, and ain't no consequences. And I'm like, boo, what world you live in? There are consequences to everybody's actions. Just like the consequence for me doing this video before my voice is all the way back. It's gonna take longer. Okay, let's look at it. It's still the essential water for me. Essential. It's personal. But yeah, you can tell some people, oh, that's more like it. Oh my God. Okay. You can tell some of these folks ain't been hit hard enough. And I'm like, if I name names, but it's, if you follow and pay enough attention on YouTube, you know who ain't been punched in the mouth hard enough or who ain't been hit hard enough. Because they just get reckless with this shit. They think they can say whatever and do whatever. And some of y'all need to be punched. This is the kill section. I don't think that many people drove this. But yeah, some people need to be hit. They think you should catch that hit that really make them think about every decision they have ever made in their life. I'm just saying. They say life starts at conception for sofa. And he's back to conception because y'all are too reckless. You don't have, you don't have, you know, what's the word? Y'all have to forgive me. I'm an old person. You don't take into consideration how the other person may feel. And I want to hear those of you that's watching me from the beef sector, this the beef sector, I don't give a damn. It's still consequences for what you do. So I don't want to hear that beef sector shit. But yeah. And that's the observation that was made. And it touched me deep in my soul. I was like, you know what? You know what? And I actually sat there like, wow, he's right. Some of these folks ain't been here hard enough. So they just reckless. And for me, I wouldn't want to be this late in that life and receive that hit. See, because I do understand that there's consequences to each action. Every action that you take, there's a consequence and a reaction. So you get out here reckless, play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Example, the Montgomery Melee. It still do my heart good to see that these black people came together and was like, oh no, you will not. Just like them boys and girls learn there's a consequence to their actions. When they got on that boat that day and set out, drinking their Budweisers and their natural lights, they didn't think that by the end of the day they were gonna have some well-whooped behinds, and that's what they did, and that's what happened. See, because they was used. Now this is Montgomery, Alabama, so they. I want to wear the shirt. They was used to being able to just do whatever. Y'all, I'm gonna have to mute for a minute. But I keep talking until they get to me. Yeah. Okay, wait a minute. I'll be right back with you. I can talk till she gets to me. Okay. Yeah. Okay, I see what they're doing now. But yeah, you can tell this, and speaking of actions having consequences, I don't know if y'all heard of the young man. He's working as a host at Cheddar's. It happened in Memphis. And these folk, grown ass people, jumped on this young man, to the point where he had to be hospitalized because they overgrown asses couldn't get seating for a party of 8. Y'all give me a minute. I'm finna go on mute. I'm back, people. I'm back. I'm gonna come back on camera. Okay, and take care of some business. But yeah, yeah. These people came in Cheddar. Now I don't know about food at Cheddar's. We have them here, and I've never been to Cheddar's, but I'm sure that food ain't that damn good. What is to these folk grown ass people? Okay, for one, the young man is 17 years old. He's working. He's out here. He could be out here doing some messed up stuff, but he's working a job. He told them, "Hey, it's gonna be an hour wait." They wanted a table for 8 people on a Sunday. I do believe this when this happened. They wanted, y'all gonna have to wait. They leave. They come back. They demanded that this young man get them seated. And allegedly, apparently, he said if they want to be seated, something to the effect, y'all want to be seated right now, you're going to have separate tables. And these folk, overgrown ass people, jumped on this young man to the point they had to call uh, the ambulance, and that young man had been in the hospital. He got bruises all over his body. I think he got a black eye, and either his jaw or nose was broken. I think it was the nose, because he did an interview, and he was able to talk. I think if your jaw was broken, you would be able to talk. But yeah. And that goes back to, see, they asses hadn't been hit hard enough, because because people that know that there's consequences to your actions don't do dumb stuff like that. And the only thing this shows you that entitlement. Ooh, I gotta put my hair back. This shows you that entitlement is not just a white people thing. Some black people walk around with this shit. Because for one, I don't, like I said, I've never been to Cheddar's, so I don't know if they take reservations. But you do not show up 8 deep at no restaurant and demand no damn a date to be seated right then, and especially on a Sunday. If that happened on a Sunday, like they said it did, I'm just saying, you don't do that. People that have gone out, that's used to going to restaurants, that's used to dining out, don't do that. They know. Hell, because I've been in a party or two, and we done had to wait. They stated that the wait time was 30 to 40 minutes. I mean, we had the choice. Either we're gonna sit there and wait, or we're gonna go somewhere else. And to me, what determines it for me is how far, what the fuck, how long I had to travel to get to the restaurant. Now, if I'm going to like something that's like right down the street from me, because there's a couple of restaurants that's right down the street from me, then there's one that's like maybe a 10-minute drive from me. If I go there and they be like, we got an hour and a half wait, well, I really didn't drive that far anyway. So if I want to go somewhere else, okay, fine. But if I've driven like, if I've driven if I've had to drive more than 20, 30 minutes, 20, 15, if I've had to drive more than 15 minutes to get to a restaurant, and they call me and tell me they on the way, they tell me on the way, then they just on the way, and I'm just got to sit my ass there. I'm just saying. Excuse me. But, yeah. So it's the sense of entitlement that everybody seems to have. And I was watching one of the videos on the Montgomery Melee, and this person that commented under there that Monday it was so quiet in Montgomery that black people, and that they said they spoke to every black person they saw on the street, and the two of them, every black, they just exchanged this little grin, like, like, oh, I forgot, when There was a country over in Africa that they fought for their independence, and they had a new walk. They had a new thing about them. It was like, yeah, they don't mess with us no more. And I think with Arnold Montgomery, that the attitude and that I even got on here and forgot words. Welcome to the platform. Please hit the like. Thank you. Share this out so that I can get in the algorithms. Please, thank you. The atmosphere is probably changing because they know that black people as a whole, and we're not scared of you. We will come together. We don't need weapons. But like in a video that I seen, what they say it is, now we know why y'all holding on to that Second Amendment so hard. Now you have some, I'm not going to say, and when I say white people, I'm not talking about all white people. I'm talking about racist white people that walk around, that let their former president hype them up, and those people let that former occupant of 1600 Black Lives Matter drive get they behind wood. I mean, that's what happened. I'm sorry. It is so nice. I love my sister. Let me tell y'all why. Pause. Let me tell you why I love my sister. Because she finally got me something that I can clip, so I don't have to hold my phone or prop it, and I can clip it in my AC, in my dash where my AC is. So now I don't have to worry about my phone overheating. Because the sun, I'm down here where the sun just be leaning. But yeah. So yeah. Some of y'all, you can tell some of y'all ain't been hit hard enough. I mean, that hit that make you just be like, damn. Like a hit where them sonic coins, them sonic rings come out your ass. A lot of y'all, my mama like to call it having your bell rung. You can tell a lot of y'all had y'all bell rung. Because I be like, okay, whatever. Whatever. My AC is like, hey, how you doing? Sorry, I can't get through your name and your number. No, I want to go here. Okay. Oh my God. But yeah, that touched me in my spirit. Now, what else can we talk about? Honey, this Dovey thing, that was the big thing Sunday. And that's when I was sick Sunday. I was so sick Sunday. My throat was on for, I was coughing. It felt like I was going to cough up all my innards. That Dovey milk child. Let me tell you though, let me share with you my experience of somebody that came in my house. Let me tell you something. Now I've had to stay with people for an extended stay once in my lifetime. Yeah, once in my lifetime, and it was for maybe about It might have been 2 months, if that. Nah, I don't even think it was 2 months because I couldn't put up with their bullshit, and I was like, oh no, fuck this shit, I'm out, and I wouldn't have stayed in a hotel. Motel, I just had to get away from that with that mess. But when you stand in somebody else's house, you can't take over their house. I don't give a damn what you paying them. That is still them people's house, and you cannot take over their house. And you must adhere to the rules of said person's house. Like in my home, we don't do no pork. You don't bring no pork in my house. Ain't no pork eaten in my house. Ain't no pork cooked in my house. Okay. I had a couple of guests that, they thought they was gonna bring some pork in my house and cook it. No, you're not. No, ma'am, we don't do pork in this house. So sorry. So sad, so bad, so sad. Not here. Not in here. As for me and my house, we do not consume pork. But I had this situation. It was these two young ladies. They were a couple. And they couldn't live together. Like, I think one lived with her mama, the other one lived with her dad. And they couldn't live together in either one of those households because they weren't happy. So I had a room. Now, mind you, I'm going to preface this by saying these was friends of somebody, of the guy that I was dating at the time. But, we had hung out together. They seemed like cool people, and I'm like, okay, you know, this is still the family house, so I had to clear it with the family. We had the extra room. Family was like, okay, my mom don't really agree with that lifestyle, but she was like, okay. My mom is of the thinking. She's always told you don't never turn nobody away from your door because you might be turning away the Lord. So, we, let them come in there. Well, and everything was going good, but unbeknown to me and my family, these two young ladies had ran out of money and decided that they wasn't going to say anything about it until after they were asked. And see, that's something else that bothers me. If you stand with somebody and you're supposed to pay them, when you pay them first and then do your bullshit. Don't go get your weed and get your hair cut and hair done. No. You shouldn't have to ask. Should nobody that's letting you stay in their place have to ask you for the money? You shouldn't have to go down like that. But a lot of people got that thing. So then we knew we wasn't going to just put them out. But y'all was have to come up out their bedroom because it was some switching around that was going to go on. And I'm sorry, y'all was going to come out their bedroom. Just that simple. Not kicking you out, but you're not going to be able to have that bedroom. Oh, it was a big thing. Now, in my room, there's a room that used to be my son's room when he was younger. So like a nursery type thing off it. But as my son grew, he was moved into his own room. And see, at first, that was the thing, that he was going to have to move back into that room to make the adjustment. But then the day that I was supposed to do it, I had got sick, and we had went and talked, and I was like, no, I'm not going to do that to him. And my mom was like, I'm so glad you came to that conclusion, because it wouldn't be fair. They could stay, but they ain't finna have that room. They got to come about that room. It was a big brouhaha. So, like I said, first it was, oh, y'all ain't got to leave, but y'all can't have the room. But then they acted such an ass. My mom was like, them hoes got to go. So then, they done went, one done went to work, and they done left and talked to folks. They done went, y'all, you got to give us a 30-day notice, this, that, and the other. These hoes done went and had my address put on their goddamn driver's license. I was like, what? Huh? What? And it was at that time that I found out if a motherfucker's in your house more than 2 weeks, they live there. So it was a big thing. They acting the fools at night. I done had to put my hands on one. Police was called at night. Now, mind you, this was back in 08, 09, right after my dad died. A few years after my dad died. And the reason why I put my hands on one, because one came out, they mouth talking about your dead ass daddy. Bitch, you finna go join. So my mom was like, got home from work, and she was like, oh, hell no. I'm not having this. Not around. No. Folks trying to be nice, and you gonna tell? No. So, call the police. They talked to police. Police told my mom, ma'am, told us, unfortunately, you have to give them 30 days. Mama was like, okay, sir, I understand, but they ain't gonna be in this house no 30 days. My mom's guy friend at the time was over there. Came back that morning. It was like, didn't they say they was said they was gonna be in 30 days? I just saw them walk across church parking lot going somewhere. That was at like 6 o'clock that morning. By 5 that afternoon, them boys was pulling up. Lord, they gonna call them boys. Them chicks was pulling up with a U-Haul getting their stuff. You were not gonna be in here after showing your ass in our house. No goddamn 30 days. Oh, how Eddie Murphy say in Trading Places, we're moving. You were not. And I tell that story. If you're in somebody else's house, you have to abide by their rules. You want to do what you want to do, get your own shit. Get your own shit, and you can do what you want to do. But no, you do not come up into somebody else's house. First, somebody have been nice enough to open up their home to you. You should be, as how Kendrick said, bitch, be humble. You should be as humble and helping as I don't know what. That's how it should be. Like I said, when I stayed with them people, them folks didn't even know. I barely knew I was there. I was on a mission. I was on a mission to get my money up and get in my own spot. So I went to work. I came there. Then they had to leave because they had a death in the family and was gone for a little bit. And they had left some neighbors. Why are these cars? Oh, okay. They had, a couple of neighbors watching their house while I was there. I had no problem with that because if I had to leave and I chose to leave somebody in my house, yeah, I want it watched. And they was like, damn, you can't even tell nobody's here. That's right. I'm not finna be here running up these folks' lights. and having nobody coming back and forth in these folks' shit. Cause again, it ain't my shit. And that's another thing. Because these two chicks, all times of night you would have folks coming over like this your spot. It's not your spot. And you knew that for one, people had to get up and go to work that morning. I was still working. My mom was working. So right, we want who's these unknown folks in my house? You just don't run amok. Yeah, we're not treating it as a boarding house because it wasn't a boarding house. This is our home. So really, that whole big thing with Dover, and people tend to have this attitude. Oh, I'm paying you so I can do what I want to do. No, the fuck you cannot. If you stand and you can't even do what the fuck you want to do in your shit. So if you're staying in someone else's home, if someone is gracious enough to open up their home to you, you cannot do what the hell you want to do in these folks' house. Okay. Where's my superstar? You cannot do what you want to do in somebody else's home. Why they don't have her? Honey, see, child, Rihanna done fuck these girls' head up. I wish y'all could see this shit. I wish y'all could see this shit I'm looking at. This girl is pregnant and she ain't even got on maternity clothes. She just got on the clothes that she was wearing before she got pregnant. And just got her belly all out. You are not Rihanna. Y'all better give me my baby. Y'all are not Rihanna. I wish y'all could see this shit. No, you don't do that. Man, black people, black women, where is our pride? Where is our pride? Where is our pride in ourselves? Then you come to your child school. Well, my baby, okay, they better get my baby because y'all know I would be up there. I'm seeing that, okay, she ain't my baby. Baby don't know. You see, she used to be picking her up at the door. Now I got to get out the car and see what they did with my baby. Where my baby at? Let me see where she at. And they be like that, don't get out the car. Y'all know if I was my phone in 3 minutes, it's going to be a misunderstanding. Why do it take so long for them to get up? They're going to have to come up with a better And I meant to go on mute, but whatever. Got my baby standing up there thinking didn't nobody come get her. This is cool as shit. I'm waiting for my tiny open door. Hey, beautiful. How was your day? Oh, I love that look. Yes, honey. Yes, work, Miss Chloe. Mm-hmm. You can take your mask off. How was your day? It was good. Do you have homework?
I asked Sean to do fourth grade homework and she said no because higher grades don't get homework. Because if you're in the fourth grade, fourth grade is a higher grade. So you don't get homework.
Oh, fourth graders don't get homework. So you know what that means? You're going to be reading lots and lots of stories, but you should still study, even if you don't have homework. You picked out your outfit today? You picked it out or mommy picked it out? Oh, mommy did good. It's cute. And I love your bun bun. Your one bun bun.
And also I saw Miss Wilson.
Miss Wilson.
My old second grade.
Oh, second grade, Miss Wilson. She remembered you?
She recognizes my face because I wear she recognizes my face because I wear glasses.
Oh, okay. Well, it's not studied that way. It's gonna be some shakerization. Okay. I don't have to hold it and it don't overheat. Mommy? That is not your mother.
Oh.
You know that ain't your mama. You know your mama got curly hair.
Oh. I was about to say, did mommy get her hair done?
No.
Oh, I thought that was a weed that
You thought that was a what?
nothing.
You got issues. And I
What
see.
is that thing?
What thing? Right here?
I know a better one you can have.
I tell you what.
You can have a pink one. If I have a pink car, when I'm 14, can you teach me how to drive?
Sure.
Thank you.
I might teach you how to drive before you're 14. That don't. You're still not gonna be able to drive till you're 100.
But I'm an excellent driver.
How you know you're an excellent driver?
Because I watch y'all drive all the time.
Okay? Wait a minute. You're an excellent driver because you watch us drive all the time.
And I can decorate my own car.
See, it's more. See, yeah.
I would decorate.
You would decorate your car.
Yeah.
I can
decorate their car.
Yeah.
They make it look fancy. Sometimes like a forest.
Sometimes who?
Some people they don't make it like a forest, but they just like put grass like right there, and then they put like big flowers on the roof, and then put LED lights. Yeah, they sometimes.
That's too much.
I know, but I would just put LED lights and a little rose, not rose, like a keychain right there on the mirror. That's it. And I promise that's it. What? That's it.
That's it?
Yes, and I would probably drive to. And if I had a car, I would have. Deshauna would say, try to pick her up before school, so she wouldn't have to try to take the bus.
Okay, so you're talking about the school you go to now. You would drive to the school you go to now.
Hello. Sorry, she's a little bit rude. I mean, he's a little bit rude today.
Oh, girl, please don't say he, because there's already people on here thinking I'm a man, girl. Ain't that stupid?
Well, I don't know.
Oh, you farted. Oh.
No, I didn't.
Mm-hmm.
I need to tell you something.
The girl. Anyway.
I love
Girl, get out of here. Sit. Get out the car.
Well, I have a song.
No.
I
Okay, y'all. We are at our final destination. If you were around, like, put your shoes back on. Put your shoes back on. If you was around last season, you know this is if you don't get your girl, if you don't get out of here. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna bounce you off anyway. As you can see, this is how this show usually ends. I'm gonna show your grandma that she was in the car twerking.
No, please, I'm begging you.
But anyway, we'll talk to y'all later. Stop yelling. And you did too far.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did. Well, your breath stink then. I'm telling you.
No, I didn't.
Thank y'all for your click and your view.
Hi.
We will talk to you later.
I want to know if you love me. I want to
Girl, get out the car.